They should have been here by now.
There are gonna be more. We can't stick around.
We need that key. Where's Emil?
Virginia knows exactly where he is.
Who the hell's Virginia? We just want the key Emil is getting for
I
us.
don't know what you're talking about. What the hell do you unlock?
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And today we are here to talk about the Yellow Submarine. The Yellow Submarine. No,
It's more red.
no, we're here to talk about the submarine and Fear the Walking Dead, the keys, and the importance of those keys.
Yeah, guys. So if you guys missed watched our previous video, the digital miniseries Dead in the Water will be actually going over the backstory of that submarine as to why and how it came beached in Galveston, Texas. And what we're talking about now is the importance of these keys. So in episode 1 of season 6, one of the main focuses was to a retrieval of a key. The bounty hunter Emil was hired to get this key from a man named Walter, who went kind of AWOL from the Pioneers. Emil was hired by the two men that we saw at the end of episode 1, spray painting the end as the beginning, and they are desperately trying to get this key. Now, they were really surprised that Emil hadn't shown up yet. They wanted to get out of the area. So we kind of believe that these two men are working for the leader of this group, which we believe is still John Glover, that we're going to see in the second half. I still think he is, just the way he talks, the way that he could possibly be the serial killer from Texas that John's father captured. We don't know yet. We'll find out starting April 11th. But yeah,
one thing I want to talk about is we've gotten random shots of John Glover being inside
a facility,
right? And
Mm-hmm.
we've seen shots of bodies hanging in this facility, which we believe is the same thing.
Yeah.
Or a shot of Alicia in this facility.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be the submarine itself?
I don't know. Like, I'm thinking no, because there's a part.
Obviously, there's not much room in a submarine.
Yeah,
and those look like pretty big rooms.
So I wonder, a couple shots we've seen them coming up an elevator. So I think there's a part in a building where we kind of see the walker and the tree, kind of the new life is new beginning or whatever.
I'm talking about the dark shots.
I wonder that dark shot with the walkers hanging there. Yeah, we wonder is Morgan going to go to that submarine? We haven't seen it yet, and he has one key. So in the fight between Morgan and Emil, he defeats Emil and takes that key. Now that key, we haven't gotten to that story yet. And so the key is from a nuclear submarine. I think somebody sent us also a picture of what that key looks like, and it is a nuclear submarine key.
Is it a launch key?
It's a possible launch key. Now, they have a rule, which is called the two-man rule, where not one person can launch missiles. They need another key. So who has this other key, and what does this end of the beginning group want with this submarine?
Yeah.
What is inside of it other than a nuclear weapon that they want?
The problem with if we're going to go on the theory of, okay, these keys launch nuclear weapons, well, it takes a lot more than just two guys turning two keys to launch a nuclear weapon.
It needs power,
True, but doesn't it also need codes? Like, you need to have certain security codes in order to be able to launch that. Look, I don't
possibly.
know. I'm not a nuclear submarine expert. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, we can't speak to that. I mean, guys. So later on in the episodes, the two men kind of tracked down Morgan. They wanted the key back, and Morgan disposed of them very quickly. And you saw Morgan kind of looking at the key, like, "All right, what is this damn thing? Why do these people want this so badly?" And that's the question. From what we know right now, the end is the beginning group. They do not like what Ginny is trying to do. Ginny is trying to rebuild. We saw that with the woman in the one beginning episode where she killed herself because she was like, we're trying to basically stop what you're doing.
Does Ginny know about the key?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think Emil was hired by those two guys, and those two guys have nothing to do with Ginny.
Because wasn't Jenny talking about, I think early in the season where she sent Strand and our group to this facility to get into it, break into it, because there was some serious weapon in there that she wanted.
Dakota mentioned that too, but I think it was just a ruse for them.
It was a ruse.
It was a ruse to kind of see who's strong.
My argument there was going to be like, if she's going in to see what's a weapon inside of a facility, then she doesn't know about the submarine. Because that's a weapon in itself.
Yeah, that was kind of like how they set us up to make us think like maybe Ginny's after this because they mentioned weapon, but at the end it was just she wanted to see if Strand was strong enough or anyone was strong enough to join her crew.
Yeah, I don't think she knows about it.
I don't think she does
then so then you go back to, okay, the end is the beginning group is the only group that knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
So could they be wanting to destroy all? And just, look, the end is the beginning. We know it's the end, and we're going to set up a new beginning. And to do that, we're going to launch a bunch of nuclear weapons.
Yeah, but launch them where, though? I mean, you're in...
And how?
In Texas. I mean, because, kind of going back to what we'll find out with the digital series Dead in the Water is somebody has to rise that submarine from the water or drive it, and somebody has to make it out because the two keys are gone.
Yeah.
So either... somebody had to make it in the submarine and take those keys themselves, or one person or both people made it out, lost one of the keys. We don't know. We don't know if Walter was maybe part of the submarine. He had that key because he was in the submarine. We haven't gotten that far yet. Maybe we'll find out in the series. But yeah, like, what is the real importance? Why does this group want to get inside the submarine?
Yeah.
Other than a nuclear weapon.
Could it be because one submarine gets all submarines?
I don't know.
But
you have to think, if you're going to launch a nuclear weapon, you're going to kill probably yourselves. You have to get far away from a nuclear strike.
I think that
it's going to be fallout, radiation. Like, what do you really
I don't know
want to
about
do?
you, but it feels like this group is okay with that.
It feels like it. And that's why we think he is the serial killer. He's this cult leader.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep hearing these phrases from him, death is a new beginning. Like, new beginning brings new life, And so maybe by wiping out Texas or wherever they want to fire it, it begins this new life. Kind of like, you could say kind of like the Whisperers in a sense. They did not want to go back to traditional organized civilization. They bred the new life by becoming the Walkers because the Walkers rule the earth now. This group, I don't know.
So let me ask you this. Don't you think CRM would know about this?
Oh, most definitely you would think so.
I mean, right?
You would think they would find that.
Over some serial killer that's bunkered down in a building?
You would think so.
Right?
With what CRM has, we could say the Commonwealth, but they're more...
So does it have a CRM connection? I mean, does CRM want the keys? Is the new end is the new beginning? Is that CRM?
Or a faction
CRM spies.
They're not as organized, of course. They're not like military-esque, but maybe they could have some deal with CRM to, you bring us this weapon, we'll give you whatever you want.
I mean, we know CRM's got a huge military presence, but I mean, this would be a game changer if they could get a submarine.
Well, you would think because they have, they have drop points in Texas. That's why Isabel was coming back.
Yeah.
So you would think with them flying in helicopters, they're gonna see a beach submarine.
So I guess my point of where I'm going here is like having a submarine. I would assume, again, I don't know, gives you more ability to cross ocean. You can cross the ocean.
Yeah.
You can now have control of multiple cities, continents.
You can launch a strike. Yeah.
I guess the possibilities are endless if you can have that type of travel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We would love to see what's going on across the world in the Walking Dead universe.
That's assuming too that there's an operator for the submarine.
Yeah, you have to know it. You have to know
this
that
isn't something where you stick in a car key and turn it on and you're off and you're going.
Exactly. Like you see with a lot of movies, like people could just jump in a plane and fly it. It's like, no, it's a submarine.
Not to mention it's beached. So
It's
you have
beached.
to figure out a way to get it back into the ocean.
Yeah, you're going to be digging underneath that thing for a long time.
I don't think you can simply dig under that.
Well, I mean, like you would dig around it to try to get.
the machinery it would
Think
take
about how-
to get that into the back end there.
Think about how much that weighs. Like
Yeah,
that's
so
not going
I don't
anywhere.
necessarily think that it's something to where this group wants to man this thing and
Yeah.
operate it, but more of what could possibly be inside of it that is an asset to them.
Right. And it doesn't seem like this key is to actually get inside the submarine. From what I believe this key is for possibly unlocking something, maybe like we said, a nuclear weapon. I'm sure that submarine has probably already been breached and looked in for supplies and stuff. It's just our theory. We don't know yet. But yeah, I mean, I hope we get into it in season 6.
Then why you want the key?
But that's the thing. Like, if it's for launching a weapon, you need that key, and somebody else has the other key.
And a president to give you the codes.
Yeah, exactly. The code sheet. You got to have the code sheet. But that's usually not on a sheet of paper. It's in your mind. But yeah, guys, it's really intriguing. We hope that we are going to get into it in the second half of season 6. There's going to be a lot of other stuff going on in season 6. So I just hope they don't leave it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope they don't leave it out to season 7 and then we get this digital series, which gives us the background, but then we don't go back into it in season 6 because Morgan's going to be dealing with getting everybody out, fighting Ginny, and dealing with this and his beginning group. They may overlook this key. It may not even come into play.
Yeah. Well, he's done it so far.
So far, we haven't seen anything, but we hope we get something because we don't want it to be another plot point that they just leave and never come back to.
Yeah, I'm done with fear of leaving plot points.
It happens in the Walking Dead universe all the time, but we definitely don't want this. So guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think, what is the importance of this submarine? Do you think Morgan holds the key to actually just get into the submarine or to the nuclear weapons that any group is trying to get a hold of to create mass destruction to bring life back from the dead?
Yes.
Let us know what you think. Give the video a quick like, subscribe. Stay tuned for more. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation. We're out.